What's up, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of FM's Funko Features. This is not necessarily going to be a weekly series. How often I do it is really going to be based upon people's involvement. You know, people that want to get involved with this series, because it really is based around the involvement of collectors that want to be a part of this. So because people, really jumped on it, I was able to go ahead and do another episode, and I definitely do appreciate that support for this new series. So of course, as a quick reminder, you saw it in the intro, but I'll remind you again, in each episode, I am trying to have a featured collection from a collector who is not a YouTuber. Then I also want to feature a custom Funko Pop artist, and then I do want to give some shine to a fellow YouTuber. So that's the goal with each video, and I may switch it up some along the way, but right now, like I said, that is my main goal with this series. And it's really gonna, how often I do it is really going to be based around, like I said, involvement from the community. So hopefully this series will keep going strong, because even though this is only the second one, I'm enjoying this so far. So starting off here with our featured collection, this comes from a viewer named Will, and he did email me some information about himself and the pictures, as I have asked, of people. And I do want to go ahead and address his first picture that he shared here. Right away, you can see he's definitely a Batman fan. He has those Batman Dorbs rides. I have at least two of these. I have the two on the left, the one from the animated series, and then the one from the Tim Burton Batman movie, back in, I believe it was '89. Mine, I'm actually considering going ahead and just taking them out of box, because I think they are easier to see out of box, but I got to get some more space set up for it first. And then to the right there, you see that he has those Batman pops. He has the OG Batman, and then he also has the Batman 66 pop as well. Up front here, of course, he has some very cool statues. I have that Red Hood one. I really do love that Red Hood statue, and I'm considering getting that Damian Wayne Robin that he has there all the way to the right as well. I think that looks pretty slick also. So this is a very cool setup already. Now I'm going to get into his email, and I will be reading what he sent me word for word here. Hi Franklin, I have been enjoying your videos since 2017 and have enjoyed every minute. What caught my attention was your intro of Freddy Funko behind the news desk. I enjoy your weekly roundups, roast, and rant segments. I wish for you and your channel the best. So that Freddy Funko behind the desk, that graphic design work, that was done for me by a viewer, which I really appreciate that. And I might actually have some contests in the future for people to provide some more things for the channel. I'm still kind of mulling over that right now, so I'm not going to say too much about that, but I definitely want to spruce up the channel some. I think that would be a cool way to get some help with that. And also some of the other things he mentioned here, the weekly roundups, of course, he's referring to Funko News, and the roasts. Now, as far as the roasts are concerned, I did two of them. I started to do a third, but it was going to be focused on a Marvel related pop, and it was right around the time when Stan Lee passed away, so I thought that would have been in very poor taste, so that's why I pushed that back, and I'm going to work that out. I do want to do at least one or two more roasts, Funko Pop roasts, and then I'll probably call it that for the series, because I mean, honestly, there's not a lot of pops that I dislike. I mean, there's very few that I just kind of groan when I see them, so it's not going to be a long running series, but I will try to do at least one or two more Funko Pop roasts. And then as far as rant segments, I think he's referring to maybe the Soapbox series, and sometimes I have had videos where I vented. The Soapbox series, I don't see myself completely going back to that, because I think it brought on some negativity, even though it had good intentions behind it. And also, as far as venting, yeah, I will need to vent sometimes, and maybe I will do that in videos sometimes, but not very often, because I am trying my best to keep things positive. So I just want to address that real quick, the things that he said there in the email. Now, as far as his collection is concerned here, you see that he has a good mix of pops that are in box and some that are out of box. And more and more, my collection is becoming that way, and I think it's a good look. I like to mix things up in the collection. I know some people just have a wall of pops, and I'm not putting anybody down that does that, but for me personally, I just like a more dynamic look. I like really a mix of not only in-box pops and out-of-box pops, but also other types of figures and collectibles as well. And you see that he has that going on here. As far as these items are concerned, I definitely like that Green Hornet and Kato 2-pack. That is one that I may have to try to track down eventually. Moving along here, he says, I started collecting Funko Pops when my now wife introduced me to them by purchasing the Batman 66 figures and the Batmobile. I have most Batman Pops and collect robots and Star Wars droids. I collect from shows from my childhood and Mickey Mouse Pops. And I think this is pretty consistent with collectors, that a lot of collecting is about nostalgia, things that you know, kind of became attached to, related to entertainment. Yeah, like I said, that seems pretty consistent. You can see there in the upper right corner some baseballs. That is something that comes up in his email later on that I will share with you all. But I think for Funko Pop collectors, what mostly catches your eye here is that top row of Pops. You see that he has all of the Chrome Batman Pops. He has the Chase Batman Pop. He has the I believe it was called the Harvest Batman Pop. Some people refer to it as the Candy Corn Batman. And then they have, he also has here Batman Azure and Raw, which was a Target exclusive that was produced in pretty small numbers. So that is highly impressive to have those Batman figures there together. Next up here, he says, I am a college professor. I teach religion and philosophy and am an avid collector of all things Batman. I fell in love with the character in the 70s as a child. I would run home to catch the syndicated reruns of Batman 66. As a child, I collected comic books and baseball cards. And I think a lot of people are fans of Batman 66. Even when I was younger, they were still playing the reruns pretty consistently, and they still play the reruns of Batman 66. It's not always as easy to find as it used to be. But yeah, I love the whole two-part episode thing that they had going on, you know, same bad time, same bad channel, you know, they would leave things off, that cliffhanger type feel. I really did enjoy that. And of course the villains were very silly, very over the top, but it was a lot of fun. And I think Funko did a good job with the Batman 66 Pops. And you see here, it looks like he has almost the full collection in this picture. I know he has some spread out in some other places. I definitely like the Riddler and the Riddler Chase. I have those in my own collection. I really love King Tut as well. I don't see that one in this picture. I'm not sure if he has that one or not, but I really like the colors on the King Tut Pop. And then he also has some of the Dark Knight Returns Pops, which were also very well done. Next here he says, my collection of Pops, Rides, and Dorbs and other Batman products are over 500. So he's saying he has over 500 items. Because of the amount of product I have to be selective, Batman and robots will always be the bulk of my collection. And I think this is for anybody that's been collecting for, you know, an extended amount of time. You do have to start to get choosy because space. I mean, it always comes down to space for all of us. And you see here that he has a lot of Pops going on there. Looks like some Pops may be blocked in by others. So yeah, space gets tricky after a while if you've been collecting for a long time. And to wrap things up here, he says, thanks for all you do, continued success. And Will, I definitely appreciate those kind words there. And I really like this display also here. Now, I do want to be clear, with this series and just collecting in general, I know that I mainly focus on Funko Pops, and most viewers that are checking this out mainly focus on Pops, but it doesn't have to be limited in that way. I really like this collection here of these black and white Batman statues, and it looks like he has the majority of them. This is highly impressive. So yeah, like I said, you know, Funko Pops will be the main focus, but if you have some other cool things in your collection as well, feel free to share, you know. So yeah, this is a really awesome display. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the black and white Batman statues. I need to get some more of the DC black and white statues in my own collection, especially the Scarecrow. I would love to have the Scarecrow someday. I should have got on that when the price was lower, but oh well, you know. And then you also see here to the right, in the bottom right there, he has those, I believe it's Chris Uminga, I think that's the artist's name. He has his variants of Batman as well, and it looks like he has all 6 of them. So again, very cool collection here, especially me being a Batman fan. I really enjoyed checking out this collection. So again, thank you so much, Will, for sharing with us. It's highly appreciated. And I want to point out a couple of things here before we move on to the next segment. First of all, I recently received a gamer Mickey from somebody that sends me things on a regular basis. I had the video up, Airmaster Neo. He sent me a gamer Mickey, and when I received it, I was happy, and yet I felt bad at the same time, because I knew there was a viewer that had already said that he was going to send me Gamer Mickey. He already had it on the way to me, and I reached out to him via the comments. He goes by the name Case 747, and I asked if it was okay if I would take that Gamer Mickey that was on the way already and use it for a giveaway. And you know, thankfully Case 747 it was cool with that, and I really do appreciate that. I'm saying with some of the names, by the way, in the comments. Sometimes it's not always obvious what the gender is of an individual, so that can be a bit tricky. But I'm saying he, I'm assuming he, but because that's the majority of my viewership. But yeah, thank you so much, K747, for understanding. And I'm going to talk about it in a moment, how I'm going to handle things with that Gamer Mickey. Before I get to that, though, I do want to say that if anybody plans to send a gift, and first of all, you don't feel obligated to send me anything. You know, just the support for the channel already means way more than people could ever understand. But I know some people, they want to be kind in that way, and they want to send things my way. And I've been hesitant about doing this, but I do want to let people know, if you would plan to send something, please make sure that you check my Stashpedia account first. I'm doing my best to keep that up to date. And on Stashpedia, I go by F McInnis. You see it there on the screen. Capital F, capital M, of course, the rest of my name there. I'm sharing it just because I hope to avoid this. I feel bad when I get a double, and I know somebody especially is excited to hear my reaction, and you know, I just feel bad because I've already received it. So I'm hoping to avoid that in the future. But again, don't feel obligated to send anything. I'm just sharing this now, though, because I hope to avoid this, like I said. The reason I've been hesitant to share this, though, is because I've had issues with some people. When they see something in my collection, I get these trade offers and people offering to purchase, and I'm a collector. You know, what I get, I plan to keep. I don't know why some people try to shop out of other people's collection, or they're always trying to get what other people have. You know, I mean, the pops are out there. You don't have to just try to dip into other people's collections. So that's why I've been hesitant about sharing my Stashpedia account and my Pop Price Guide account, which I'm so far behind on Pop Price Guide, I'm just letting that go at this point. But yeah, that's why I've been hesitant about that. So please, no trade offers or purchase offers with my collection. I mean, these, you know, my collection is my collection when it comes down to it. And if like I said, if anybody's kind enough to send something my way, you could check out my wish list, and I will keep everything up to date. So if I get something from somebody, I will make sure I immediately put it into my collection. So hopefully I won't have a double in the future. But as far as this Gamer Mickey is concerned, in order to get a chance to win this, I'm going to make it very simple. First of all, this is open to anybody that is listening right now. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. This is open to anybody. Of course, if you're under 18, make sure you get your parents' permission to enter, because if you win, you will have to share your address, you know, so be responsible in that way. But in order to enter, you need to put a real comment on this video about the video. And I don't mean something like nice video, awesome video, great video, you know, something simplistic like that. No, give me a thoughtful comment down in the comments. And also make sure you drop a like on the video. Of course, that will be appreciated. And this will let me know that you actually want to be entered into the giveaway. At the end of your comment, make sure that you give K747 a compliment. You could say, thank you, K747, or, you know, thank you for your kindness, K747, or shout out to K747, whatever you want to do, because remember, this is a pop that he sent my way. He's the one allowing me to pass it along to one of you. So, you know, just say something nice towards K747 at the end of your thoughtful comment. And that's it. You'll be entered. And I'm only going to let this run for maybe just a day or two. This is going to be a very short giveaway because, of course, I have another giveaway that I got to wrap up soon. So, yeah, I'm going to make this a very quick giveaway. So that's how you enter. Very simple. Now, if you want to be a featured collector in this series, remember, you need to make sure that you send some pictures, and hopefully some high quality pictures of your collection to me, as well as some information about you as a collector, the sort of information that you heard that Will shared with us. And you can email all of that to me in one email, please. I've been getting some separate emails from people, and it makes it kind of tough to keep everything together. So please try to email it all together to fmfunkonews@gmail.com. And I really hope that more of you are willing to share your collection, because like I said, I am enjoying checking them out. Next up here, we have our featured custom artist, of course, Funko Pop custom artist, and it is Jeffunkopoppin. Now, his face may look familiar and his name may sound familiar because he did send me 2 customs, which I shared in a video last week. And then also the same image here of himself. I actually used this at the beginning of one of the Funko News videos. So, yeah, already you may have seen some of his work on the channel, but I'm glad to share his work with you all again, especially for those of you that have not checked out his work yet. So getting right to some of the work that he has done, you see here to the left, this is one I shared, I think, in that video previously, but I just had to share it again because I really like the way this turned out. He took the Monopoly guy, and this is the Monopoly guy holding the bag of money, and he actually wrapped him up in Monopoly money. I think it turned out pretty cool looking. I also like how he took the zeros from, you know, the amounts of money and actually made eyes out of those. So that is a pretty cool looking pop figure there. This is one I don't think he has on his Etsy shop. At least I did not see it. I don't know if it's for his personal collection or not, but it is a very cool pop design. Now, one that he does have on his Etsy shop, and by the way, I will mention his Etsy shop again later on, but you see here he took Korg from Thor Ragnarok, and with the paint job, he really made him look like he is made out of stone. So that is pretty impressive. I'm not really sure how he pulled that off, but that is a great paint job. It really does look like it is made from stone. Next up here, he has the Pale Man, of course, from Pan's Labyrinth, and he made it a glow-in-the-dark custom. And when I first saw the glow on this, I was like, wow, that looks so legit. And I'm like, it almost made me wonder why Funko didn't think of this, because that turned out really well. Really great glow on that figure, and that's yet another one that is available right now on his Etsy shop. And then this pop here, I had to ask him to send me a video of this because he had the video on his Instagram, and check that out. You see that the Darth Vader's eyes light up. And the way that he did this, I mean, you don't see how he actually pulled this off. Everything's internal, of course, so he did a great job with that. I've seen other custom artists do light up pops, but yeah, he did a really excellent job with this light up Darth Vader. Now, this one is not listed on his Etsy shop, but he did say that he plans to do some more light up pops in the future. And then the next pop here was a request that I had for him, and check this out. We have here the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and I actually sent him an image of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and I was like, look, I know Funko is going to do this, but I'm impatient. I'd like to go ahead and have one in my collection. And he got right on it. He literally showed me that he was already working on it the next day. He even has the mask there that you know, the Joker has. So very impressive there that he was able to jump on this and do it quickly. And the paint, as far as the paint is on the face especially, it's kind of rough looking, but that's the way that it should be, in my opinion, because that's the way that he actually looks in the movie. I think when Funko does theirs, they're probably going to have very clean paint on the face. So I don't know, I like the sort of rough paint that goes with it, because that just feels more like the Joker. Even the way that he has the paint running above the eyebrow, and then how the blue of the paint around his left eye is dripping down to you know, by his mouth. That's accurate to the way that he looks like it's going to be in the movie, at least for a scene or two, you know. So yeah, I really do like that. And like I said, he pulled this custom off very quickly, and I definitely do appreciate that. He considers this to be an early Christmas gift, and I think this is a very cool gift from Jeffunkopoppin. So I asked him to share some information with us all, you know, of course, for anybody that's part of this series. That's what I'm asking of them, and this is what he decided to share with us. It says here, part-time customizer, full-time dad and husband. I try to make customized pops with a little sarcasm thrown in. I am an old-school hip-hop connoisseur, stand-up comedian, and Funko Pop collector, all on the weekends. I have a 9-to-5 on top of all of that. I started playing around with my collection, and the next thing I know, I'm opening an Etsy shop. I just want to share a little fun and happiness while I am here. And I really like the way that he stated this. I think this, you know, sums him up very well there. He's sharing his interest and everything. And, you know, he's just having fun doing these customs. So, like I said, you can check him out on Instagram. I know he and I talk on Instagram, but you can check him out on Instagram, see some of the work that he's doing at Jeffunkopoppin on Instagram. And then he has an Etsy shop as well. And you see that it's, you know, of course, Etsy.com, you know, shop and Jeffunkopoppin. You see the address there, but I am going to link it down in the description so you can go check out his work. Definitely show him some support. At least give him a follow on Instagram and check out what he's doing, and let him know what you think about his customs and everything. You know, these custom pop artists, definitely, they deserve some support, because I know there's just a lot of them, they're doing it just for fun, but it's a lot of work at the same time. And especially for people that are setting up these online stores, you know, at least help by getting the word out there for them. So Jeffunkopoppin, I hope you keep doing your thing. I'm definitely going to be checking out the work that you do in the future. Again, thank you so much for that Joker pop and pulling that off so quickly. That was highly impressive, you know, how quickly you were able to get that out to me. I definitely do appreciate that. And yeah, just keep doing your thing. Finally here, we have our featured YouTuber, and our featured YouTuber this time is the Funko Pop Aisle. I've been checking out his videos on a regular basis lately, and he is putting out videos on a really consistent basis, which I definitely appreciate. That's something I always appreciate with YouTubers. I know there are some YouTubers that are kind of here and there with their content, and I understand that because life happens, but I watch YouTube way more than I watch anything else. So for people that are able to put out content on a regular basis, I really do appreciate that, and I know how challenging that can be. But yeah, the Funko Pop Aisle, he's putting out some great content, especially for Funko Pop collectors. I like some of the stuff that he's doing within his editing, especially he recently passed 1,000 subscribers, and he had this like retrospective video looking back on his journey on YouTube, and he had clips from his old videos, and it was put together just amazingly well. I was highly impressed with that, and that is the video that I'm going to link below in the description, so please make sure that you check that out. And I'm going to go ahead and let the Funko Pop Aisle speak to you all himself.
What is up, everybody? It's the Funko Pop Aisle, and I gotta start off by saying thank you, FM, for having me on. He hit me up and wanted me to be a part of this new series on his channel. He's a really cool dude. Thank you for reaching out to me and thinking of my channel for this new series. So I've been collecting around a year now. That's actually when I started my YouTube channel, was a year ago, and my 1-year anniversary was actually just a couple days ago, which was awesome. And we did hit 1K subscribers. Thank you, everybody that's supported the channel. Thank you, FM. I know he posted on his Instagram about me. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, so some of the things that I like to do on my channel, I like to do some mystery boxes. I try to do them a lot because I know a lot of people like them, and I do enjoy them. So I do mystery boxes. I love to do pop hunts. That's what started my channel, was just pop hunts. And it kind of grew into more like unboxings and stuff like that. So here and there I'll do some unboxings of like some Funko Shop items that I get, or whatever else that I get online. I like to do unboxings. I don't do reviews as much. I usually do them in my actual pop hunts, so it's like a review and a pop hunt, which is pretty cool. Here and there I will do some top 5s, like some of my favorite chases in my collection, or just favorite pops. As you can see here, I do collect pop Pez's. I know that's not super popular, but I do enjoy collecting Pez, but I mainly do collect pops. This YouTube experience has been awesome. I've met a lot of cool people through it, and I'm super thankful for everybody. Again, thank you, FM, for having me on, and I'll see you guys.
So I'm going to stress this again. Please make sure that you support his channel. Like I said, I'm going to link a video down below. Make sure that you check that video out. You like what you see, make sure that you subscribe. And like I said, he just passed 1,000 subscribers, and I think he deserves even way more subscribers than that. I really want to see his channel keep growing, but he needs that support from you all, you know, from the community. And, you know, people that are putting in this hard work like this, let's make sure that we support them so they can keep on, you know, keeping on basically. But yeah, that's going to do it for this second episode here of FM's Funko Features. Again, I really enjoyed putting this together. Really want to see this series continue. It's just going to be based around support from people that want to get involved with it. But big shout out to Will, Jeffunkopoppin, and the Funko Pop Aisle for being involved in this video. Again, you guys, you're just awesome. That's really what it comes down to. And all you taking the time to check out this series as well, you all are awesome. I really do appreciate you a lot. I hope everybody is doing well. Continue to take care of yourselves. Hope you enjoyed the video. You know, definitely make sure that you comment down below if you're interested in that opportunity I mentioned earlier. Don't forget about that, you know. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again real soon.